Hello, this is Miss Mullen. I'm going to read Dragon Parade by Stephen A. Chin, and it was edited by Alex Haley. And this book was published, I believe, in 1993, so it's an older book, um, but it's a good one. Pop, pop, pop. Norm and Ah Sing watched the children. They set off for long rows of firecrackers. Gung hei fat choi, he called. I wish you good luck and happiness. All around Norman's village. One moment. All around Norman's village, people said "Gung hei fat choi" to one another. It was the new year. In China, the new year began just before springtime. The farmers were about to plant their crops. It was a time of new beginnings. A new year, new crops, new luck and happiness. Norman was ready for a new beginning too, but he would not be planting any crops. He was about to begin a great adventure. He was going to the land of the Golden Mountain. Boys and girls, the land of the Golden Mountain is California. The land of the Golden Mountain was America. It lay far, far away in Norman's village. People said the streets were paved with gold. Everyone could become rich, they said. In those days, around 150 years ago, more like 180 years ago, times were hard in China. Many people were poor and hungry, so Chinese men by the hundreds left their villages for the land of the Golden Mountain. They hoped to make money in America, and then they could help their families. Norman wanted to help his family too. He decided to go to the land of the Golden Mountain. One day, after the new year began, Norman said goodbye to his family. He said goodbye to his village. Then he went to the sea, where he got on a ship with hundreds of other Chinese men. It was a new beginning for Norman. Norman thought the trip would never end. For 6 weeks, huge waves tossed the ship from side to side. At last, the ship landed in San Francisco, California. Norman was very happy. He had arrived in America, the land of the Golden Mountain. Then Norman looked around him. He was shocked. Something was wrong. There was not a single street of gold. In fact, there were just a lot of dusty dirt roads. San Francisco was just a very small town. And this is like an artist's rendition of San Francisco back in the day. And it was a kind of a small town. Where's the gold? Norman asked in Chinatown, where the Chinese people lived. There's no gold here, they told him. The gold is in the mountains, but it is hard to find. Some people get rich. Most do not. Norman wondered what to do. He had planned to open a grocery store in San Francisco, but San Francisco looked like such a poor little village. Could a grocer make money here? What if he could find gold in the mountains? Then he and his family could become very rich. What should he do? Norman thought and thought. Norman liked Chinatown. The people looked like the people back home in China. Some of the buildings even had stone lions in front to frighten away evil spirits. They were just like the buildings in China. Norman felt right at home. Finally, Norman decided to stay in San Francisco. Everyone needs food, he thought, so he opened his grocery store. Every weekend, the narrow Chinatown streets were filled with men. They came back from the mountains to visit their friends and to buy groceries. Norman was very busy in his store. Weeks and months passed quickly. One morning he was surprised. I came to San Francisco almost a year ago, he thought. Soon it will be time to celebrate the new year again. Norman knew that the people in Chinatown had a small celebration each year, but in China everyone celebrated the new year. There were parades and parties and wonderful food. This gave Norman an idea. Why not invite important people from all over San Francisco to celebrate the new year? Then the people of Chinatown could make new friends. Norman told everyone in Chinatown about his plan for a big New Year's celebration. They loved his idea. There was so much to do to get ready for the new year. The people of Chinatown had to plan a huge feast and clean their houses and stores and hang red scrolls on the windows and doors and put up paper lanterns and pay all the money they owed and get haircuts and buy new suits and go to the temple to pay respects for their ancestors. There was so much to do. And boys and girls, I wanted to just point out that this view where these men are walking is supposed to be San Francisco. Looks a lot different, right? Friday and was New Year's Eve. Chinese people from all over California had heard about the big celebration. They headed to San Francisco. Even the Chinese miners came down from the mountains. That night, Norman closed his store. It would stay closed for a whole week. The other store owners did the same. They wouldn't have time to work. They would be too busy celebrating. Everyone in Chinatown had a special dinner that night. Norman and his friends ate New Year's cakes that tasted like gold coins. They sang New Year's songs together. Suddenly, a shower of fireworks lit up the black night sky. Chinatown exploded with sound. Cymbals clanged, horns honked, firecrackers banged. The noise was so loud that Norman and his friends could not hear themselves speak. But they were happy. They knew the loud noise would chase away the evil spirits. On New Year's morning, Norman put on his best new suit. He knew it was important to do everything just right on this special day. After all, what happens on New Year's Day will happen all year long. So Norman would wear new clothes, think good thoughts, and speak only kind words. Then he would have good luck all year. He also remembered to add a year to his age, too. In China, at that time, everyone became 1 year older on New Year's Day. Then Norman started out to visit his friends. Every place he looked, he saw red decorations. In China, red is the color of good luck. Norman's pockets were stuffed with presents for his friends. He took lucky red apples and candy. For the children, he had red envelopes with a little money in each one. Gung hei fat choi, Norman called out to everyone he saw. In the afternoon, the lion dancers came. They roared and jumped and spun and pounced. Up and down the streets they danced, chasing away the evil spirits. As the dancers came to each store, the store owner lit firecrackers. The loud noise would help the lion dancers scare away the evil spirits. Everyone cheered and clapped, and then the owner put a little money in the lion's mouth to say thank you for the dance. Now it was time for the dragon parade. Up and down the main street of Chinatown, people waited for the dragon. Where is it? When will it come? People asked. Suddenly there it was, like a great red and gold and green serpent, and the dragon danced and pranced along the street. Its bright, fiery eyes flashed wildly. The dragon had a red tongue and many feelers on his head. Norman knew that this wasn't a real dragon. He could see the 30 men who carried its long silk body. Even so, it was an amazing sight. This was the first dragon parade many of the people visiting Chinatown had ever seen. Norman and his friends told them about the dragon. It was made in China, they said, and brought to America on a ship. They explained that dragons are special animals. Chinese people believe that dragons are strong and good. Once a year, the dragon comes to wish everyone peace and good luck. When the dragon passed, the parade was over. Now I will wish you a happy new year at my house, Norman said, and the people headed to Norman's home for the banquet. They were very hungry after such an exciting day. Everyone looked forward to the big feast at Norman's house. They were not disappointed. Plate after plate of steaming food came out of Norman's kitchen. Soon the banquet table was piled high with fish, chicken, pork, beef, vegetables, and noodles. Each dish has a special New Year's meaning, Norman told them. The whole fried chicken will bring good luck. The fish will bring enough food and money for the whole year. Norman and his Chinatown neighbors told the people of San Francisco all about their celebration. They were glad to share their new year with their new friends. At the end of the party, Norman stood to speak. Our calendar, he told his guests, follows the moon. Each month begins when there is a new moon in the sky. Every 12 months, there's a new year. Each year is named for one of the 12 animals: rat, ox, tiger, rabbit, dragon, horse, ram, monkey, oh, I skipped snake, sorry, rooster, dog, or pig. Norman raised his glass and he made a toast to the year of the ox, which is actually what I believe it is this year as well, boys and girls. Gung hei fat choi, Norman and his friend said. We wish you good fortune and happiness. Thank you, the guest answered. Happy New Year to you. This was the first dragon parade celebrated in the land of the Golden Mountain. It was a new beginning for everyone. So this was the first Chinese New Year parade in America, and it happened in San Francisco. I hope you enjoyed that story. I will be adding more stories this week.